Hi, my name's Ashley Beaulieu, and I did my speech on a loved one on my great-grandfather, Douglas George Scott.
And this is the audience.
I don't know how I should start this speech. My great-grandfather was a great man that I never knew. So how can you talk or even write about someone that you never had a chance to know? Simple. You do the only thing that you can do. Ask questions of the people that did know them. Through these people's eyes, I was introduced to this great man that was honest, brave, and very fierce. My mother told me of little memories she had of him as a grandfather, and his son Duke told me about stories of him as a father. Although I may not have had first-hand experience with this man, I heard great stories and will always remember him through these people's eyes. His name was Douglas George Scott, and he was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, on November 28, 1903. His father was the VP for Sun Life Insurance. Later in his career, he was offered the president position for Sun Life Insurance in Chicago, Illinois, which my great-great-great-grandfather took, and they moved to Chicago, where my great-grandfather went to Northwestern University. At Northwestern, he met his wife, my great-great-grandmother, my great-grandmother, and got his doctorate. And then later he moved to Florida to be closer to his father, who had moved there previously, and they moved to Sanford. Then later on they moved to Atlantic Beach, Florida, where he had one of the largest African American practices during the segregation time. And to be honest, this man is the reason why I love history. During World War II, he was there. He was on the front lines in Germany. And one of the best stories I ever heard of him is during World War II, when the Germans did their flyovers, he would flat out tell the nurses and the other doctors that were with him that if you run, I will shoot you. Because during that time, the Germans, when they saw people running from the buildings, they would actually shoot the people running. They wouldn't give them a chance. They wouldn't do anything. They would just shoot them. And for these contributions that my grandfather did during World War II, he gained 2 awards. The EAMA Award, which is an award basically given to every single person, every single man and woman that was in the military during 1942 to 1949, during World War II basically. And he also earned the Bronze Star. I may not be able to say that I knew this man firsthand, that I did this or did that with him, but I am very, very proud to call him my great-grandfather. He did many great things, even though they sound vicious at times. I love that his life started out so simple, but he still did great things without any sort of recognition. That one thing in itself, to me, is enough to make a person a brave, fierce, and honest person.
And the audience is still here. I'm still here. Cut.